Radio Tatas. I don't know what it is, but it is the best. I mean, people are talking about it. And it's time to listen.
You know what you're listening to? The best place. The best place in the world. It's the valley between the mountains. It is Radio Tatas. Radio Tatas. Good luck with Radio Tatas.
You're listening to Radio Tatas. It's like TV Tatas, but boring.
Radio Tatas! Radio Tatas is the name of the show, and I like Tatas, and I like radio.
Radio Tatas, it's good to be with you.
I love to...
Some of y'all kitties. For real, though, like, Radio Tatas is very ambiguous, and you have, like, a lot of imaging that suggests boobs are going to be seen, but I've listened to your podcast, and I've not seen any boobs while listening. Very disappointed, kind of angry. Love you, guys.
Baby. Explosion.
You're up.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
Hi, Natalie.
Hey, Lala.
How's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
Doing well.
Yeah?
Oh, did we disturb your TV?
Yeah, I was trying to catch up on the latest.
Yeah.
The latest Poirot.
Mm-hmm. Ross Perot's running?
Oh, Poirot. You know.
He's dead.
Oh, he might be.
Well, so how are you?
I'm doing okay. This is weird because usually you're like right in front of me, and I feel like I'm like looking over you.
Oh, well, I mean, we're doing this on Twitch, right? On a stream video, so I thought we were supposed to shoot from our best angle, and you know.
Yeah, I mean, you look great.
Thank you.
Are you?
My arm's starting to really cramp up, though. It's kind of awful.
You're not using a selfie stick?
We're not going to talk about that. Hi.
Do this. How much time do we have left? Sorry.
We've got plenty of time. Too much, in my opinion.
Oh
my God, I'm not used to that.
Getting a message from our producer. Okay.
Well, I guess we should do this right. Welcome to
Radio Tatas. Nailed it.
Bob.
Hi, Bob's kids.
There's a delay because we live so far apart. Kids, don't forget to spay
and neuter
your pets.
The more the merrier.
And when you do, groom them with a reputable groomer like our breasty groomer Bunny. I hear she does house calls now.
Oh.
And also don't forget to leave a sizable gratuity. Times is tough.
Yes. Oh, just the tip. Is that what we need to leave her?
Super duper Rusty. That's it. I'm going to start calling you Rusty. Doug.
Oh, we
Doug.
producer.
Doug. Mm-hmm. Don't forget to drink your Ovaltine in quarantine.
In what?
Do we have quarantine?
What's that?
Okay, let's get through this stuff, and then
do we have?
Do we have any listener calls?
Do we have a working phone number?
No, we do not.
We do not.
Then we do. Oh, what? Our producers typing. Okay, got it. Okay.
Wow.
We got plenty of time.
They're crystal clear. So
actually, even though we aren't taking phone calls because we don't have an actual phone
Yeah.
anymore. Anybody that is going to post and chat with us, we'll read it live. So we already have gotten a finally from our friend Not Ryan Dunn.
Oh.
And we actually got a hey y'all from Chucky Butts.
Oh,
nice.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Cheers.
So, yes. Cheers.
They match.
So, they do.
Thank you, Erin Haley.
All right. I'm sorry. I feel like I interrupted you.
I don't remember what I was saying now. Something about we don't have a phone anymore.
Yeah.
And how much time do we have left?
Still a lot.
Okay. Well, good. So how was your Easter?
Oh my gosh. Easter was great. It was relaxing. We did take a trip to Washington D.C. It was very relaxing. We thought we'd take advantage of the low airfares, and
you flew?
Oh my God, the deals this spring have been incredible.
Did you feel safe?
There was like 3 people on the plane. Incredibly safe. The safest.
Okay.
Yeah. So I.
But was anything open when you got there? I mean, what's the point of traveling around Easter?
Well, I mean,
especially to the East Coast. Jeez.
Well, but in DC, everything's out in the open. You've got the mall, you've got the monuments. Those are all out in the open. That's all you want to see anyway. The museums, they're too crowded. So who cares? No, it was great. It's really great. And then we got to do this really cool thing. We got to go to the White House lawn Easter egg hunt. Can you believe it?
Did you just say cut?
No.
Sorry. Cheers. You went to the White House?
Uh-huh. For the Easter egg hunt.
Why would you go? Oh, there's a cunt there. Why would you go to the White House for an Easter egg hunt?
I don't know. I did one of those.
Do they even do that? Do they even decorate? Did they even do anything this year?
Well, it was kind of weird. All the eggs were white, so they didn't decorate the eggs.
That tracks.
Yeah. They said something about, stand back and stand by for these eggs.
Oh, how are we gonna get into that?
So what'd you do for Easter? What'd you do for Easter?
Well, that was so much earlier in March that I don't remember.
Oh.
And today is what, March 225 or something? I've lost count. Are you even social distancing? Are you evil? Are you evil? Are you isolating? You do know we're in a pandemic, right?
What? Is that a pizza? A what?
We're in a pandemic. The COVID-19 virus, coronavirus. Any of this ringing a bell?
No. Is that?
A pandemic is a worldwide issue with an infectious disease.
Oh, getting a message from our producer.
You.
Okay.
He is a real-time fact checker.
Yes.
That is awesome.
I did not know about this.
Well, I hate to break it to you, Natalie, but we've all been. Haven't you noticed you haven't seen me in like 6 or 7 months?
I thought we were on a break.
That's shitty. It's real shitty. Well, no. If you go back and listen to our episode that I did with my microbiologist friend, it would explain all about it. But I guess you don't subscribe to our own podcast.
You did an episode?
I did.
No way. I should listen to that.
Yes, you should. But I do think it's important while we're talking about previous episodes to get to some corrections that we didn't have any questions, but we did have some corrections from the last episode that you and I did together.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
On our last episode, you said that hand jobs are better than actual sex, and some listeners had some really terse things to say about that. They disagreed strongly.
What kind of messages did we get? Throw 'em at me. Lay them on me.
Sounds like Natalie has never had sex before. Boy, I'd like to see one of those hand jobs. And something I won't say in case my mother's watching.
I stand by my decision, my opinion. Producer's message. Okay, we have plenty of time. Okay, all right. Yeah.
This is going to last forever, so.
Thanks, producer.
Thank you, producer. Appreciate that.
That makes me feel good.
Yeah. Let's see. No, I stand by my opinion. It's less dirty. It can be done in libraries. It can be done in parking lots. It's way easier.
Fact check, it cannot be done in libraries. Legally.
Our producer's note says it cannot be done, and I beg to differ. All right. Well, Lala.
Are we sticking to legal things? Oh, shit.
Lala, there was a correction. You said last week that alligators are trash animals and they should all be vanquished from the earth. And a few of our listeners thought that was beyond the pale.
Now I know you're just making shit up, Natalie, because you know as well as I do, I love me a gator. I got the hat to prove it. Yep.
Oh boy, get her done.
Hey.
What?
Alligators are a majestic animal. They are to be treated with respect and dignity. I got hissed at by one recently, but she meant well. She was protecting her nest. And so I know that I never would have said such terrible, terrible things about the majestic gator. But I got a new hat.
Our chats are blowing up, and apparently our audience is comprised of people who just want us to keep talking about hand jobs. I don't think we can do that and meet Twitch guidelines.
Save it for trucker porn.
Yeah.
Because yes, I want to have a trucker hat for the trucker porn. This is from a maker, RWC Customs, I think. I will fact check that later and give you all the Instagram info that you need to go follow him. I was watching him make a very lovely, like solid wood door today on Instagram. It was gorgeous. So if you're interested in having custom work done, woodwork, good job.
I need to do a little test. Bear with.
I'm nervous. Is she about to spit or swallow?
Did that come through?
Mm-mm.
Oh, damn it.
Yay!
Damn it.
I don't have to listen. My misophonia isn't going to have to flare up every time you gulp down your beverage.
From hand jobs to gulp jobs. Anyway, are there any other more? Okay.
Nope. There's
Not
no
used
more.
to having God in my ear. I do believe on the last episode you made a comment about something about how there were some good people on both sides, and we had a lot of strong reactions to that as well.
I said that?
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Oh man.
Are you going on record and denying it?
You know, I just want to say to both sides, stand back and stand by. Both sides should be standing back, please.
You're really all about the hand jobs tonight, aren't you? Well, I don't know about you, listener, but we
Thank you to our fan.
We have missed you so very much.
Mm-hmm.
And, we lost a wonderful fan last year. But I like to believe that he is always with us. And he's here tonight.
What?
Yes, I always have some of Tom with me.
Wait, to Tom and everybody on the count of 3, we're going to chant. 1, 2, 3, cunt, 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 cunt.
Cunt. He is giggling his sweet, sweet face off wherever he may be.
Yes.
And he hasn't had to deal with 2020, so
God.
Joke's on us, Tom. Joke's on us.
Oh, goodness.
So, Natalie, in all seriousness, anything new going on? Anything happen in the news?
I mean, are we about to get into this, or do we want to have since our last episode, which was just a week or so ago, we have started to get in regular sponsorships. Do we want to do any of our ad?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, this episode of Radio Tatas is sponsored by MailChimp. MailChimp. What the fuck else are you going to do but send out emails and things now? You're stuck at home. What the fuck else can you do? MailChimp. Back to you, Nat.
Thank you. I was, I thought our producer was going to be, just kind of saying, okay, it's time. We got a floater, but
no.
Yeah.
The producer likes better audio cues.
Got it.
He also likes ice cream.
Oh.
Well, okay. The producer needs to let a little time pass before.
Just checking.
Okay. Yes. I want to.
This might be our most passive-aggressive episode of Radio Tatas yet. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. Have you been? Now I know. Since our last episode, just a week or two ago, we have both moved.
We have.
And I'm curious.
I walked downstairs just a little while ago.
I was wondering, are you enjoying the great outdoors in your new environment?
We're allowed to go outside?
You don't. Yeah, because it's out in the air and it's just beautiful. It's the temperatures are cooling now, so it's much more comfortable.
Is that why my cat wanted me to open a window? No, yeah, I've gone out some, but I'll be honest with you, the mosquitoes, it seems like once the temperature got bearable, the mosquitoes had lay in wait. And so even just going out to feed the birds has become an anemic adventure, if you will. A blood-sucking good time for all. And I end up coming back just riddled with bites, looking like I've laid on a beach as a castaway or something.
And you weren't...
Yes.
If you ride your bike, you can escape them faster. Did you know that?
No, I didn't. Is that what you do when you have this happen?
No, I don't know how to ride a bike.
Wait, what? Hold the phone. You mean 2 people?
We're getting a live fact check. Did you see this? We can't outrun mosquitoes. Our producer.
I can't see this. I can only see the J.J. Abrams lighting of my head right now. I don't see.
if you
anything
had
else.
multiple, if you had a multimedia, multi-monitor technology capability, you would see our producer is now just plastering over the screen the fact checks. He just said, our producer just said that fact check cannot outrun mosquitoes. You heard it here first.
Even on a bike?
Apparently, we'll see. We'll see if our producer decides to live fact check us again.
So just like the rhythm, they're just gonna get you?
Fact check even on a bike. Wow, this is breaking news. What a slow news day. To hear this come out on a day like today, we really needed this kind of
Well, this is
breaking news.
unfortunate because we were going to launch our new podcast.
Oh yeah? Which one is that?
Well, I
have
feel
so
like
many.
with the fact check in place, there's really no point in launching the new Two Lesbians Who Can't Ride a Bike podcast.
Oh man. Oh.
You wrote the theme and everything.
I know. It was so catchy. Let's see if I can remember it.
Two lesbians who can't ride a bike.
Two lesbians who cannot ride a bike.
Yep. And the fact that we're both left-handed and can't ride a bike, that's uncanny.
Oh man, we're getting another fact check. Lesbians are excellent cyclists. You heard it here first, everybody.
So we're not going to be allowed to be gay because we can't ride a bike.
We're either bad cyclists or we are not lesbians. I don't know.
I guess we're going to have to rename that podcast. Anywho, this episode of Radio Tatas is brought to you by Stamps. What, do you want the fucking post office to can't just close? Stamps! Go out and buy some! Back to you, Nat.
Sorry, I wanted to type in a live ad as you did that, and I'm seeing some more chat, and it does appear that
Did you say Chad?
Chat.
Okay.
People apparently still want more hand job talk. I don't know what's happening. No, actually, we're getting a Taco Tuesday. I think that might be a suggestion for a podcast title instead of the Two Lesbians on a Bike or two.
Didn't Taco Tuesday do a lot of tech talk?
Yeah, but it's TWOSDAY. It's two, Taco Tuesday. I don't know.
Okay.
Well, that was a great ad read. Thank you. How much time do we? Oh, news. Yeah,
plenty
news.
of time. That's time for news, probably. So news.
Oh, time for news. We're being given the prompt that it's time. Well, before we do the news, let's do our ad for their major sponsor. Producer, is that enough of a clear and direct signal that we are
clear and present danger of needing an ad?
And now a word from our advertiser.
Hi guys, it's me. I know that 2020 has brought a lot of people a feeling of isolation and loneliness. Welcome to the party, pal. I've already been here. It's bleak. It's of little comfort to feel that people understand the absolute emptiness. But what is of comfort is a cold bowl of Emo's ice cream with flavors like COVID coconut that give you that, what is that sensation in my throat feeling? You can't go wrong. Emo's ice cream. Ice cream as cold as the world itself. Wow.
Incredible.
Sounded like a sad Wilford Brimley. Rip.
Wait, did he die too?
Oh, fuck,
What?
Natalie.
What?
Yeah, I'm
Who's
sorry.
that?
I hate to have to break this to you, but a lot of people have died lately.
If you tell me Herman Cain died, I am just gonna lose my fucking shit.
Well, honey, put on a
No.
diaper.
No. No.
Yep.
Oh God. What happened?
It's that virus I was trying to tell you about. And guess what, Natalie?
Yeah.
Also, what I was trying to tell you about is that long about midnight last night, or this morning, or however midnight works, time. We don't do it. Our president and first lady tested positive for the COVID-19 virus.
What's COVID-19? What is that?
Oh, drop the whatever it is that you're doing, your bitty bits. You know what it is. It's what's kept us isolated for so long, and what he's denied for so many months as being a big deal. And even just last, what was it, Tuesday? He made fun of Joe Biden for wearing big masks and being a silly. And guess who doesn't have COVID-19 today? That would be Joe Biden with his big masks. At first I thought, I actually reached out to a political friend of mine who works in politics, and he works for what some might consider the dark side. Does not necessarily support that person, but has, worked on that side for many years. And I was like, is this to try to distract from the Melania audio that broke last night?
What?
Just like hours before. And you haven't heard this?
No.
Producer, is there any way that you can cue up the audio from the Melania tape? If you can, it's not a big deal. I can paraphrase and or just make some shit up.
Who the fuck cares about Christmas? That's all I got. I don't have the audio file.
Yeah. She's like, she was talking to this woman about how it all stems. She's talking about the Christmas decorations and the children that are in cages and all that stuff. And also the whole jacket gate when she was going to visit the children, and she wore that jacket that said, "I don't care to you," or something like, "I really don't care to you." And she's talking, and she's like, I need to decorate for Christmas. If I don't decorate for Christmas, they're gonna be pissed about, I've got to do the fucking Christmas decorations and blah blah blah. And she's like, and they're talking about, what about the children? And she's like, children in cages. And she's like, oh, give me a fucking break, And she's like, they didn't care when Obama did it, and da 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 da, and like all this stuff, and just being very, like,
wow.
And granted, maybe she's just venting, but paired with her sweet, sweet little jacket that she wore, and she self-admits on tape that she did it she wore the jacket intentionally to rile up the left. I was like, wow. All right.
Oh boy.
Honesty. And within a couple of hours, the news broke that they both were testing positive. And I was like, is this to try to pull sympathy? And my friend was like, no, there's no way that he would take 2 weeks off from campaigning this close to the election, even if it were to try to like divert from that scandal.
Wow.
And but yeah, it was a damning audio tape. But again, it's like nowadays, what does it matter? Like all the stuff that's happened, it's,
Yeah. Be best, right? Ooh.
She did her best, but I guess her best wasn't good enough.
We just got a fact check on screen. Fact checked it doesn't matter. Define it. Some things matter. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, so anyway, we'll see what what tricks they have up their sleeve after this. Hopefully they don't die. There, I said it.
So, my friend of a younger age, because I, of course, Natalie, am free spirit. I'm not encumbered by children or other things. So I have a younger friend, and we were researching what would happen.
I'm really uncomfortable because I don't know which younger friend we're talking about.
No. Okay, fine. I adopted a child.
Oh, are you talking about Jeff from the Jeff and Kathy Chit Chat show?
Yes, Jeff.
We might have met a different younger friend, and I was gonna be really.
No, that different younger friend is for a different segment. Anyway, where was I? So Jeff and I were researching what would happen if the president died, and there was a whole bunch of research about whether or not the nomination would float next to the vice president, and is
Not
the vice
automatically.
Well, it depends, is what we found. And then there's the whole notion that, if the vice president gets to that presidency, they don't necessarily, under this situation where you're close to the election or the election passes, that vice president who rises to the presidency may not even need to name a vice president for himself. So imagine the country run amok by Pence. Oh, we have a Twitch comment. I heard that if the president dies, we all get an A for the year and our tax money back. How about that?
Do we get to keep $600?
Yeah, I don't know. Did we get $600? I know there's some people who did not.
Or was it 12? Or was it? I don't know. That was so long ago.
Well, if only we had somebody who could fact check. How much time do we have left? Anyway. But somebody also in the chat said, tell Trump to stay positive. And that's, that is a great sentiment. Please, dear leader, stay positive. We're really pulling for you to be the best positive that you can possibly be. As positive as...
You make me want to just really relax and try to forget everything.
How many days till the election? God.
Too many and yet not enough. I'm not kidding when I say I don't know what time is anymore. I really don't. But I love this hat. That's all I know.
Yeah.
I love this hat.
I love the lighting.
And I love my Dorby.
Dorby? Wait, Dorby. Where'd you get Dorby?
Uh-huh.
Isn't it Dobby?
Do you want us to get sued?
Oh. We
Dorby.
Can't say that? Oh. Dorby. Where'd you get him?
A friend. A friend may have gotten him at Big Lots. Dorby from Big Lots. I don't know.
Okay.
Back to you, Nat.
Thanks, Lala.
So,
have you gone to see any comedy shows lately? Okay.
That was hurtful, and that was mean, and that was uncalled for.
And our next segment is, do we have, you seem really stressed out, Lala.
Yeah, I tried to say that a minute ago.
Yeah. As you may or may not know, I am not very good with cues. Producer, can you confirm?
That it's time for Meditations with Lala, or you're not good with cues?
Yes. We have a visual on the screen. It is now time for Meditations with Lala. You may commence.
That transition was so seamless. Alexa, play. Well, Alexa, next. Welcome to Meditations with Lala. At the end of this meditation, your mind should be relaxed, your body should be relaxed, and your spirit should be centered. Alexa, volume up. Now I know in this time of COVID-19 and mayhem that we all just need to find a way to let loose, let go, and soar above it all. So in this meditation, I want you to imagine that you are a wistful bird flying high, high, high over the land. And don't forget to breathe. Flying higher and higher with each breath, your cares are drifting back to the earth. Well, what's that over there? I believe it's a gathering crowd. Ooh, they're awful close. And breathe. Not one of those people has a mask on. Oh, that's just careless. This is why I haven't left the house in 6 months. And breathe. Ooh, and my wings are feeling awfully heavy. Maybe that feeder didn't agree with me so well. Oh no. Oh, oopsie, crowd. Oh, and like a Dave Matthews tour bus, away I go. Oh, that felt better. And breathe. Well, this has been Medications with Lala. Next time, we'll talk about chakras. Alexa, that's enough. Back to you, Nat.
Thanks. Thanks, Lala. That's very relaxing.
Did you feel relaxed? I know I felt relieved.
Yes, I felt a sense of release, like I had let go of something deep within me.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
I
you.
really like this hat. So this episode of Radio Tatas is was sponsored by Squash, but I cooked it on Wednesday. So back to you, Nat.
Thank you, Lala. Oh my gosh. One of my favorite sponsors. They are just such fun.
Yeah.
Such fun. Yeah.
Yeah. You can do a lot with them, but I already did. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think we might have a segment about that later. Sorry, no spoilers. How much time? Sorry.
There's a lot of clicking noises in my ear, Natalie. I think it might be from you.
Yeah, it's the fun.
Well, that's helpful.
It's time for the Matt moment.
Matt.
Well, as we announced, or I announced, and perhaps you have a greater veil of secrecy. Maybe you didn't want anybody to know this because you're in the witness protection program, and you you live in the Fortress of Solitude Part 2
Nope.
now.
Not anymore.
Part 2? It's not the
Nope.
Fortress of Solitude Part 2? What is it called then?
The Moon Tower.
Oh, it's called the Moon Tower. Okay.
I live at the Moon Tower.
All right. Well,
Oh yeah, we've moved.
we've both moved since the last episode a few weeks ago. Yes.
Yes.
And I think we came to a pretty quick agreement on our mat moment this week. We both got new bathroom mats. How about that?
It's super soft. Super
soft.
soft. It's a nice little landing after a tough shower. Yeah. How's yours? Mine's gray.
Mine is green and blue for a splash of color, and it's got little loops. It's very soft. But I wear house shoes, so I don't ever let my feet touch a surface.
Even in the shower?
Okay.
Are you like a prisoner? You have your shower shoes? Oh my goodness. Wow. Did somebody get the athlete's foot one day and get a little scared? Is that what's happening?
No, I just don't like walking bare feet anywhere.
You don't like walking bare feet?
Yes.
Is that how you say it?
Bare
I think you said barefoot.
I don't like walking bare feet.
Stop it! Because now I imagine bears' feet, like roar, like in The Revenant. Remember The Revenant? Remember our conversation about The Revenant?
No.
It's barefoot. Get us a fact check. We need a fact check.
I am offended, I am offended by our producer because there was a fact check that accuses me of keystring soap, and I don't know what keystring means, but I feel like it is a
That's
false
what happened
accusation.
between the bear and DiCaprio.
That's what I suspected. Apparently,
You keistered soap?
I keistered soap.
Oh.
I assume
no.
the producer
So,
was
but-
accusing me.
But it's the phrase, the turn of phrase that most people use, I believe, is walking around barefoot. People
Yes,
don't
on,
say
on all fours with very hairy feet, as supine, I believe, is the scientific term. Or sign.
I will not take this abuse from.
So people are bare feet and pregnant? Is that the phrase?
They can be.
Boy,
It's
howdy.
2 feet. You're not. Are you just when you're walking around?
What about
With your-
amputees, Nat? What about amputees?
When you're walking around with the two things at the
I
bottom
feel
of your
like
legs,
it's always
is it
been
one
barefoot
foot
to be
or
more
is it
inclusive.
feet? It's feet. No.
It's foot because you got to be inclusive of the people that don't have to.
No. It is bare feet.
Okay.
Here is my
How much time do we have left?
roving correspondent with an opinion. Come on. Here we go.
Oh, hell. Mine's asleep in the chair.
Well, you
Cat
don't
is
have to
walking
one
on
up
bare
everything.
feet.
Yes, she is. Bare feet.
But
Exactly.
she's got 4.
So because you go from 2 to 4, you go from foot to feet? Is that how this works?
I'm just saying the English language has certain strange idiosyncrasies. Do you put on a pant?
No, you put on a pair because you have 2.
I'm just saying.
Well,
Well,
how do they reach us?
listener, write us and tell us. It's very important that we know if it's foot or feet. So,
we have a new sponsor for our favorite recurring segment.
it's like a monster film. I feel like I'm going to be eaten. She's much larger than you. Is that possible?
Oh God, I'm gonna lose everything. Okay.
Jesus. What's happening? happening?
Our new sponsor for my favorite segment, Digit Blast. It's calculators. Calculators. Still fun. And still spelling boob. Digit Blast brought to you by Calculator. Back to you, Lala.
Did we teleport to the year 1982? What year was that calculator made?
Oh
my God!
What
I
I can
this
tell,
were 1982. It would be so much simpler.
Oh, would it?
I also would have bought in Austin a lot earlier. So, how do they reach us?
How do they reach us? How much time do we have left?
I think we're moving on to our next sponsor.
Yes, we've been going 51 minutes in regular time.
Oh, wait, don't we need to talk about...
What about regulation time?
Wait, before we do that, second thing, aren't we going to do the... What the F are you listening, watching to?
I can talk about that all day.
All right, well, I don't think our producer has anything else better to do, so let's do it.
All right.
Hey, Lala.
Yeah?
What the fuck are you listening to?
Well, I don't know what I'm listening to, but I know what I'm watching. And thank you for asking that so naturally. Shit. We are out of fucking practice. And speaking of practice, as soon as we get done here, I am heading to watch the season finale of One Mr. Ted Lasso. If you have not been watching Ted Lasso, you have been stuck in the doldrums of 2020 and you are a miserable, miserable person, and I'm sorry for you. But if you need that soothing balm to kind of make you forget what a miserable fucking existence 2020 has been, you need to get some Ted Lasso in your life now. Jason Sudeikis is flawless in it. It's funny. I don't like using this term, but I'm gonna say it. It's heartwarming. I damn near cried a couple of times, but I didn't. It's so sweet and so hilarious. And have you not watched this?
I have not. Because it's on Showtime, right?
No, it's actually on Apple TV Plus, which I would recommend. Tonight's the final episode of the new season. I would recommend getting on there and binge watch. Like, even if you just get like a free short subscription, you're not doing anything anyway, right? We can't go anywhere anymore. We shouldn't be. We should be safe. So you should just lock yourself in a house, order stuff delivered, or cook. Don't cook. Gross. And watch morning shows, good. And then Ted Lasso, just boom, 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 all those seasons. And you will go, I feel like such a happier person. The other thing that I have done is I went back and I thought I had not watched the last season of Letterkenny. And what I had actually done is not watched the last episode of the last season of Letterkenny.
Oh my God, that's a critical episode.
I rewatched almost every single episode of the final season going, I've seen this before. I've seen this before. I'll watch it anyway. I've seen this before. Where am I going to go? I've seen this before, but I'm watching it again. And then I watched the final episode. Also fairly heartwarming.
Mm-hmm.
But I've started to do something. I was really behind the curve on this one. I tried to watch it once. I don't know what happened. Maybe I watched something else. Maybe I wasn't even watching this and I thought I was. I finally started watching Stranger Things.
And?
I'm loving it. I'm still on season 1, but I'm almost done. I've powered through season 1 in the past like 2 days, maybe 3 days. And I'm enjoying it. I'm glad that I've got a couple more seasons to get through.
Yeah. 2 or 3 seasons? I've lost
there's
track.
3.
3, okay.
And hopefully they're doing a 4th, releasing a 4th. I'm sure a fact checker will know.
Yeah.
But
yes.
What the fuck is...
Producer has confirmed, yes, there is more.
So Natalie, I feel like I've just gone on, and I could go on and on all day because I've been watching a lot more than I normally would.
Yeah.
Because I ain't allowed to go anywhere. But what the fuck are you watching?
Well, for some bizarre reason, I have been watching a lot of home improvement type shows. Like I binge watched Love It or List It, and I've been binge watching Property Brothers. I don't know why. Because I can't do anything.
You're knocking out walls of your apartment and stuff. It's
Yes.
fine. It's fine.
Concept. Flow.
Your neighbor's like, no, we don't live together. And you're like, we do now, bitch. Open concept. Feng shui.
But as far as non-home improvement shows, you were talking about Ted Lasso and how it's heartwarming and sweet. And did you ever watch Parks and Rec?
I did not.
So
maybe next pandemic.
Yeah, maybe next pandemic. Put it on the list. Maybe in 100 years. I had tried to start watching Parks and Rec years ago, and I just couldn't get into it. I don't know. There's something about Amy Poehler that rubs me the wrong way, even though I loved her on SNL.
Like a bad hand job?
Better than bad sex. Anyway, so for whatever reason, I decided with my roommate Jeff, the young Jeff,
weird.
We decided that we were going to try to watch it together.
Okay.
I love this show. It is so sweet, and each of the ensemble characters is just so good at their particular characteristic. And her character,
they're twins, right?
Who?
The Property Brothers.
I'm not talking about the Property Brothers. I'm talking about Parks and Rec.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd stopped listening. Oh, Parks and Rec. Go ahead.
Wow. Fact check. Hello, producer?
Yes, they are twins.
All right. That's fine. Next segment.
So, in Hot Chris, what's his face in it? Oh, she's shutting down.
Who?
Chris Pratt, right?
Yes, he's gorgeous. He's so funny. He's so sweet.
She's back. Look, she's gearing up. And how do you get around the Amy Poehler effect? Get it?
Well, because you realize her character is this really sweet and super organized. That speaks to me.
Oh, no wonder you didn't like her. Too close to home.
And Ron Swanson is so good, and Aziz Ansari pre-cancellation, and Aubrey Plaza is great. Retta is in it, and she's incredible.
Mm-hmm.
So Rashida Jones and
pre-cancellation. Mm-hmm.
Huh? Rashida Jones is not canceled, was she?
Oh,
was she?
I don't know. Go ahead.
Okay,
no, I'm just stirring you up.
All right. So, if for whatever reason you thought that you would hate Parks and Rec, and I happen to know somebody who thinks that they know everything about TV and shows, and they're wrong, because Parks and Rec is a great show. I wasn't narrow casting.
That just walked through.
It's a cat. No, it was not the cat. He was a friend of mine.
Oh.
A friend of mine who is dear to my heart, loves talking about feet, and is just the nicest person.
Okay. Anything else?
No.
Have you seen Schitt's Creek?
I can't get into that show. I tried. Maybe that's another one that in 5 years I'll try it again.
Oh, yeah. Try it again in 5 years, because it's heartwarming, too. It's got some moments that'll make you weep.
Yeah.
So. I think it's about time for our next ad.
Yes.
Don't you?
Yes. Producer, how much time do we have left?
We need to make sure that
I've
the
lost
producer
all
can
time.
hear us. Oh,
Okay,
no, not the producer, too.
Producer, I think we've got a floater here.
You make it sound like there's a dead body. Please don't say that. I think we've got a floater here. Like you're calling it in.
Now a word from our sponsor.
My name is Lance, and I'm the latest addition to the Emo's Ice Cream dysfunctional family. I bet you've been dying for us to come back. A little something about me is that I've been dying a slow death devoid of meaning and joy. This week's come in and try a sample of my soul's slow death flavor at your unfriendly neighborhood Emo's Ice Cream. We are open despite our better judgment in this time of apocalypse. But the good news, if you can call anything in life good news. Mom! I'm busy! I'll mow the lawn this afternoon! Anyhow, we are following safety protocols, full face masks so I don't have to feel obligated to make eye contact, social distancing at 60 feet, because why would I want to be within 6 feet of anybody? Come in and try our seasonal artisanal flavors here at Emo's Ice Cream. We have virus-themed ice creams, Cherry Coffin Daddies, Rocky Road to Recovery, Cherry Garcia's Dead and We Might All Be Soon, Vanilla, Rasping Cough Raspberry, Smell You Later Sherbet, but no you won't, 'cause you've lost your sense of smell and humanity, COVID-laced citrus, Orange You're Glad You Don't Have COVID, but don't worry, you will soon. You know what? Screw this. Our corporate overlords are giving it to the man, and I've already spent my $600 stimulus check on new vape pens, and... Mom! No, I haven't written the thank you letter of the Aunt Petunia for the Olive Garden gift card. Go away! Anyway, Emo's Ice Cream, come here. Or don't. What do I care?
Wow.
Oh.
That
What a-
was amazing. I feel like I caught COVID just listening to that. It was amazing.
Oh, man. I'm so glad we landed that sponsorship.
Yeah. Big get.
Big get. Big get.
How do they reach us?
Who knows? Well. Voila.
Are we putting off the inevitable?
I think maybe.
Well,
we got a comment. Somebody from the chat will take vanilla. So I think. And our friend Doug, they have the best flavors. And somebody said baguette.
Baguette flavored
Baguette
ice
flavored ice cream. Well, I guess it's
everybody's favorite time of the week.
Producer?
Clear. Get the paddles.
It takes time.
Welcome to Truck Report.
I hope that was worth it.
It was.
Pretty beautiful and detailed scenery to discover in American Truck Simulator on release. So what equipment do you need to play it? Well, you're going to need a PC, you're going to need Windows 64-bit, it does not support 32-bit, you'll need a minimum of an Intel HD 4000 graphics card, 4GB of RAM, a dual-core CPU running at 2.4 GHz, and about 3GB of hard disk space. That is an absolute minimum. Anything better and you'll be able to crank up the graphics options and make the game look progressively more beautiful. In terms of controls, you're going to need a keyboard and a mouse at a minimum, although it does have really good controller support, such as you can use an Xbox One controller, you can use a joystick. Recommended way of playing is a steering wheel. Logitech G27, G29 or G920 or any other well-known steering wheel brand should work with American Truck Simulator. It also supports Track IR headset tracking and the Oculus Rift. Now, ATS is a spiritual successor to ETS2, which is European Truck Simulator. Fundamentally, they're the same game. The graphics engine is shared with the European Truck Simulator, as are most of the game mechanics. This is good and bad. On the one hand, players of European Truck Simulator will feel right at home in American Truck Simulator and can quickly enjoy trucking in the States. Mod support is almost identical in ATS and ETS2, and mod authors can easily port their mods over from ETS onto ATS. On the other hand, ATS also suffers from the same issues as its predecessor. For example, poor aliasing on graphics, even on high-end graphics cards. This is a restriction of the graphics engine, which still has no DirectX 11 support. Then there's the notorious AI, trolling you at every opportunity when you attempt to change lane, turn at a junction, or even use part of a road to reverse a trailer into a delivery point. Now obviously ATS is set in the United States rather than Europe, and it means it does bring some uniqueness which sets it apart from ETS2. For example, on launch there are two trucks that you can drive, the Kenworth T680 and the Peterbilt 579, although other trucks are understood to be on the way, but due to licensing restrictions, currently they can't put them in the game. You've got weighing stations. Weighing stations are unique to American Truck Simulator. If requested, you have to pull in and have your delivery weighed. You can turn right on red. There are various trailer parking difficulties. You'll be able to choose between skipping trailer parking, going for simple, or going for quite a challenging trailer park for extra XP. The general look of the game is pretty good. Nevada really feels open and expansive. Vegas feels glittery. Los Angeles beachfront looks like something out of GTA. It really does capture the spirit of America. So why should you buy this game? What is the appeal? Well, like its predecessor, it's a very relaxing game. You drive big trucks across America, all whilst tuning into a local American radio station which is built into the game. Even with all its failings, the AI vehicles do a pretty good job at keeping you company whilst you drive. And the variety of vehicles in the game is pretty authentic and unique. With unofficial mod support, the game can be extended, the map can be increased, different trucks can be driven, even the weather and texturing can be altered with mods. Euro Truck has thousands of mods. There's no reason to think that American Truck will not do the same, thus increasing the playability and longevity of the game. The current price point of $20 or €20 is actually very competitive for this game. Even though it is a successor to European Truck Simulator, it also brings quite a bit of uniqueness, and the detail in the maps is fantastic. So what's the future of American Truck Simulator? Well, more trucks are on the way as soon as licensing allows. The Arizona Free State DLC is coming soon after launch. More states are going to be available for purchase at a later date. Future expansion of the gaming world, starting with Arizona as official DLC, is one thing, but you can bet there'll be non-official DLC which will expand the world, maybe even into Canada, Alaska, Mexico, South America, and certainly we're going to see mod map support taking us all the way over to the East Coast, so we can all do the infamous Route 66 run. World of Trucks integration is on its way, along with the ability to take online jobs directly from inside the game. Now, one of the biggest letdowns of both European and American Truck Simulator is that you can't get out of your vehicle and walk around. This has still not been addressed. You can't pull up a fuel station and walk inside. You can't pull up outside of a diner and swagger in like a real trucker, then order your breakfast. Maybe we'll see this one day. Until then, we can only dream.
his face.
If you like what you've seen in this video and you're thinking about getting American Truck Simulator, then check out my Trucking School series of videos. They will teach you everything you need to know to get you hauling effectively. Or if you want to see more gameplay before you make a decision, one pretty beautiful and detailed scenery to discover in American Truck Simulator on release. So what equipment do you need to play it? Well, you're going to need a PC, you're going to need Windows 64-bit, it does not support 32-bit, you'll need a minimum of an Intel HD 4000 graphics card, 4GB of RAM, a dual-core CPU running at 2.4 GHz, and about 3GB of hard disk space. That is an absolute minimum. Anything better and you'll be able to crank up the graphics options and make the game look progressively more beautiful. In terms of controls, you're going to need a keyboard and a mouse at a minimum, although it does have really good controller support, such as you can use an Xbox One controller, you can use a joystick. Recommended way of playing is a steering wheel. Logitech G27, G29 or G920.
Thank you so much for that script.
Yes.
Who is that from?
That is from my friend Stats.
Stats. Nice script. I do believe we have seen Misty Queensway before.
We have.
And I don't think that's the last we've seen of her. So,
it's not.
I'm going to be stuck in that Mallory accent for the rest of my life. And also, I think Misty Queensway must not be from the States because 2 meters away? Huh? That's fun.
Yeah. Oh, goodness. Good times, good times.
Good times had by all or most, or at least someone. Well,
that was genius from one of our friends. And somebody sorry, since you're not able to watch this truck simulation.
I could see some of it.
Okay, so somebody said, is that commercial supposed to be this long? That's what she said. Oh,
nice. Well,
stimulation. You mean stimulation. Sorry, I could go on. But
you're starting to get back into the swing of things now that the show's almost over. Good job.
Thank you.
How do they reach us?
I'm so glad you asked so naturally. They can reach us on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram, but do not try to call us.
Nope, never again.
Yes. If you enjoyed this, for our one fan, if you enjoyed this, let us know if we should come back.
Yeah, or maybe just, keep it to yourself. I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't say anything hurtful. We're alone. It's sad. Don't forget, you can email us at radiotatas@gmail.com. I think someone still checks that. Probably that big cat that walked through earlier.
Oh, yeah.
You can find us, I'm assuming, are we going to post the audio to this show on our platform? I'll stall as long as I can while you guzzle that.
Allegedly, we're going to post it. I don't know how people are going to catch the visuals.
Well, I think that they'll be okay. I feel like we've done live stage shows before and put them on.
Oh, we have, haven't we?
Yeah, a couple.
You have.
Producers,
hi, Natalie. I'm Lala. It's
hi,
nice
Lala.
to meet you.
You too.
We do a podcast together. This is like that movie Awakenings. Sorry. Listen to our friends' podcasts.
Yeah, like
Comedy Wham Presents. Hey, I hear that they've been. Am I too loud?
No, I'm just like, yeah, Comedy Wham Presents. We've been slow.
Yeah, but we've been producing content, right?
Yes, we have.
We've been on this Twitch channel since early March, mid-March, late March, March.
Yeah, mid-March. Yep.
Mid-March. We were one of the first streaming shows ever. No, I'm kidding. Ever. We invented Twitch and the internet. No, I'm kidding.
Yes.
And Napster. We're just kidding.
I founded MySpace.
No, well, yes, MySpace, yes. We will not cop to what's that one? Facebook, because.
Yeah.
Did you see that documentary? So.
Motrin Media.
Motown Media infomercial. Go listen to his podcast. And also, Dave Hill hath returned in different form. Yes,
he has. He also has a Twitch channel on Monday nights now, and
and we're not in competition against him. That's great.
Nope. And he's now rebranded as the Dave Hill Good Time Hour. So,
fun.
Yeah.
That kind of makes me think of Duncan.
Dickon?
Trestle. You know what I'm trying to say.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
It's almost time for Dickens on the Strand, kids. Get your tickets. Stay the fuck away. You got to wear a hoop skirt or something to keep everyone far away.
Dixon.
It's Dickens.
Dixon. That's what I said.
This is upsetting. What's fluffer?
What? History fluffer, not fluffer. Good Lord.
Someone does a podcast called Flubber based on that
don't.
Disney thing.
It's called History Fluffer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, these are all of Dave Hill's podcasts.
Oh, so you're Canadian. Is that one also?
Podcast, yes.
All right. And join our Patreon?
You didn't know about our Patreon?
You're talking about Radio Tatas or Comedy Wham?
Yeah. You didn't know about our Radio Tatas? We have really great tier levels, and
I think you probably owe me some money. I think you probably owe me like 75 cents.
Probably. Oh, we're getting a great job, ladies, from Channing. Hi, Channing.
Hi. Thank you so much.
And
Did she recognize?
Yeah. And our friend, not Ryan Dunn, says you might be a little slow, but you do math so well. Thank you. I assume that's for me.
Wow, he was being nice to you. That's weird.
We have a question about OnlyFans. I assume that's for me.
Yes.
The account is just Trucker Porn TX.
Yeah. Producer, did that transmit, or do we have to relay that message about how the producer has an OnlyFans account?
No, it's well known.
Okay. All right. It's very well known. All right.
Well known.
Allegedly.
Well, did we do everything?
I think we've done everything. Did we not do anything?
Well, I have to ask you a question. Do you think Charlie would be proud of us?
Aw, Charlie. I think he would be proud of us.
Yeah. Well, probably.
Yeah.
Well, this has been Radio Tatas. And remember, until next time, talk like no one's listening. Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
Natalie and Lala, Radio Tata, Natalie and Lala, Tata, Radio, Natalie and Lala, Radio Tatas. Listen to my podcast, multimedia infomercial. Talk about my podcast on your podcast. Oh yeah, Natalie and Lala, Radio Tata, Natalie and Lala, Radio Tata.
Easter egg. Bye.
Here,